Welcome to the second episode of the series in build-up to UTCT, and this is going to be a bit more of an in-depth episode of But Do You Even Ultra? What does that mean, Thomas? What are you doing? Basically, some of you saw the first episode and know that I'm not going to OCR World Champs. OCR meaning obstacle course racing. I'll put some videos up to what that actually means. OCR for short, or professional jungle gym mud running athlete. Does that make sense? That makes no sense at all. People who does not know what OCR is, South Africa, you've probably heard of the Warrior Race. International, probably heard of the Spartan Race, or something along the lines of that. It's called a mud run, an obstacle run. Crazy freaking people jumping in mud and looking crazy like animals and savages coming from the Stone Age. Basically, it's an obstacle race is a running race, which includes various different obstacles, climbing over things, running with things, tramping on your competitors.
With South African Thomas van Tonder leading into the time traveler log hurdles.
Smash the barrel and grab a key and run through the gate, just flags and fire.
Van Tonder having to quickly adjust.
When you're done, you look back and like, geez, that was rough out there.
It's a pretty crazy sport, and it is kind of taken over much of the world's crazy people are now competing in this. And this is what I do as a profession. I'm a professional obstacle course racing athlete. But COVID is real and the world is upside down, and there's no OCR specific events for me to be focusing on for the rest of this year, which is currently 2021. If you're watching this next year, then it'll be last year. If you're watching it now, it's this year. So basically, frustrated athlete looking for something to push him out of his comfort zone. So the goal is to switch over to training to Ultra Trail Cape Town, UTCT, going down the end of November in Cape Town. Specifically taking on the 65 kilometer event, because yes, I'm a bit of a pansy and I don't want to run the 100 because it's really far. It's 100 kilometers in those mountains is going to suck so bad. Not the 65, it's going to be much better. I'm a short distance OCR competitive athlete. I run 100 meters sprint event. I'm the current world champion. 3K I'm second, 15K I'm like 7th. So the longer it gets, the worse I do. So usually I focus on really short things. So this is gonna be way far out of my comfort zone. 65K is gonna be pretty insane, but I always preach to people to set goals out of their comfort zone, and this is a big reason of why I specifically chose this and not something that I'm familiar with. Practicing what you preach kind of sucks, eh? But now I gotta do this. So doing the 65 kilometer Ultra Trail Cape Town event, this is one of the most technical and hard ultra trail running events in the world. It is part of the Ultra Trail World Series. It's a very credible event. So building up to that, changing from racing 3 kilometers, racing 100 meters to racing 65 kilometers. What does that look like? Like, what do I change? What do I do? I want to share that with you in, well, I've kind of run through it in this episode. If I have to share everything in this episode, it's going to be a really long episode. But I'll put some of it in this episode just to kind of give you context of how I'm going to tackle this. And I want to share it with you guys, take you along for the journey. What does it take to change from racing a 3 kilometer, 100 meter sprint event to racing a 65 kilometer ultra mountain marathon? Basically, step number one, know what you're in for. I spend a lot of time on YouTube now, so I'm a professional ultra trail YouTube researcher. I know what I'm talking about. Number one is, if you're running an ultra, you have to have really big shades. Like everyone at the start line, they have really big shades. And I've got one already. Like I'll be ready for an ultra. And the reason for this, I think, it's definitely not weight reduction because they are always huge, but it's to hide your face on the second half of the race. So when you're really suffering and no one wants to see it, if I'm tired now, you don't really see it. It's definitely to cover your face. Nothing to do with the actual shade. So training wise, what do I do? What I'm going to do in training to change from racing 3K obstacles, carrying logs, is carrying my calves and 65K on the mountain. What am I going to change training wise? How do I tackle this? Increasing mileage in training is always a danger zone if you increase it too fast. So I'll increase my mileage, but it will be a slow, gradual increase. I'll do no more than 10% increase per week, meaning if I'm usually, I'm running about between 50 and 60 Ks per week, I'll increase that to about 55, and then 60, and then like 65. Small increments of increase. A lot of people get injured by increasing their intensity and their mileage simultaneously by too big of a percentage at the same time. So first thing, I'll increase my mileage, small percentages per week. Second thing, I want to do a lot more stability and single leg strength specific stuff. From my YouTube research, I've watched like 3 videos, so I'm basically an expert by now. And just from experience of me racing around the world for the last 7.5 years, you want to get your strength and stability specifically really good, because the back end of the race or any space of the race where you would get tired, your form would fatigue, and then your running would suck and it would not be enjoyable anymore. Stability, specifically single leg strength, to be running focused. A lot of this I'll do at City Rock. Those of you who followed some of my previous endeavors, like climbing the Guinness World Record for the fastest 50-meter rope climb within a 100-meter climb at the Soweto Towers in Johannesburg. I spend ample amount of time in City Rock prepping for this, so kudos to City Rock. They're an awesome facility for doing stuff like this. Yes, they also sponsor me a bit, but I have to say that then, but now it sounds non-credible, but I actually do go there and I do love their facilities. Welcome to the comfiest pillow thing in the world, and also it's vlog number 2. Why am I so excited? So I kind of lied to you guys. I said I come here for strength and conditioning. I really just come here for the coffee. Okay, so wait, just gotta get this right. I'm here for the coffee. James, why are you here early in the morning?
So we can grunt at each other and gym hard, basically.
Richard, you have specific reasons. Come on, I'm sure you do.
Oh no, it's just the coffee.
Just the coffee?
Just the coffee.
Team coffee. This team grunting is weird, eh?
That's the way to do it.
Thanks, son. Now almost done, we can go gym. That was fun though. Good facility, City Rock, go check them out. What do people always say in the YouTube videos? Link below, link in description, link here, then they point somewhere and they like write something. People are weird on YouTube. So I'll put the link in description and I'll put it here. If it's not here, that means I couldn't find my editing to put it here. Then it should be in the description, but I'm pointing here anyway, just in case I'm able to put it here, then I'll put it here. So in short, a lot more running strength focused stuff, and then gear. I have this long list of stuff. I've never entered a race before where they go onto the website and they have this detailed long list of compulsory stuff. Yes, people who have more mountain experience and actually run ultras for a living would know this is standard practice. But for me, it's my wife. Hello. Give me 5 minutes. Love you. Bye. I'm not joking, it was actually my wife. Currently, I have a bunch of gear. I've obviously, like I've mentioned, I have the big shades, so I'm ready for the start line of the race. Running pack from Salomon, obviously, just because we're able to carry all your stuff. In case somebody dies along the route, you have to cover them up. It's compulsory, you can't just leave them there. Especially on the 100, a lot of people just boonk, so you have to cover them up. Jokes! Thermal blanket, compulsory gear. You need a whistle, you need like adequate hydration, you need there's a bunch of lists. I'll put a link, I'll put a link in the description, or I'll put it here, I'll put it down below. There'll be a link to the UTCT website where you can check out the details. If you're brave enough for the 100, go for it. If you're keen, like a bit of a whisk like me, but keen for a super hard challenge, we do the 65. Go check out on the website all the details of the compulsory gear. But I'll take you guys through personally what I do, the kind of gear that I plan on using, how I train with it, etc., etc., etc. You guys get the picture. Yeah, I'll put some more of that in the next vlog. This weekend coming up is All Mountain Festival, again with City Rock, cool people from City Rock. And I'll take you guys along for the ride. It's going to be a bit of a training camp for me as well. I'm not the best climber in the world, but I'll try my hand at it for sure. Anyways, follow along. It's going to be a cool journey. Vlog number 2 coming your way. Well, I guess this is 2, so I'll probably have to put a 3 in there somewhere. Anyways, cheers guys. I'm not going to hit my GoPro anymore. I'll just go like bye. Maybe I'll do like the pinning quitting thing with like, woo, you know, with a cap. Did that work? Does it work? I have to do it smooth though. Be like, cheers guys, see you in the next episode, bye! That didn't work at all.